think we're live. Yeah. Okay, I was about to sing. Good morning, sunshine. What a beautiful day, day. I added that song to my Instagram stories today, and I'm like obsessed with it. Every time I scroll through my stories, I'm like, good morning, sunshine. What a beautiful day. Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Business Breakthrough with Barbara Show. Your lovely host, yours truly, myself. Um, I'm excited to be back. I said this last week, but we are back on track every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. We go live in this group to teach you all things confidence, strategy, and intuition that will help you start, grow, and scale a wildly profitable coaching business. Um, Trust me, I am your woman if you want to learn how to build a business either from scratch or how to scale a business that you've been struggling to scale. I've been doing this for about 6 years. My clients get incredible success while working with me. And I just love coming into this group and teaching you guys everything that you need, right? So that you can get results, so that you can build the life and the business that you want. And this show is the number one way that we do so. Okay, so make sure that you put it in your calendars, you set an alarm every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. We are 100% back after taking a little bit of a break after 2 years. So, okay, today we are going to talk about 3 consistent actions to take daily in your coaching business. Of course, in order for you to grow, scale, make more money, make more sales, get more clients, and all of the tangible results that we want from a business, okay? So this topic actually came from one of you guys. You guys asked me, one of you in this group asked me, like, hey, what should I be doing in my business? And it is actually a question that I have been asked a lot over the years. Like, what do I actually have to do? Because there's a million trillion things that you could be doing, especially with all of the marketing that is bombarded at your face of like, you should do this, you should do that, you should do Pinterest, you should do Instagram, you should sell, you should do discovery calls, you should not do discovery calls. So there's just so many things that you could be doing. And I'm going to tell you what I think are the best 3 things that you can do on a day-to-day basis to help you accelerate the growth of your business. Okay. Of course, just like everything I do, we are going to sort of customize it. And I'm going to kind of like help you understand how these 3 things are foundational, but they're going to look different for everyone. Okay. Um, I really, truly, deeply do not believe that business is a one size fits all approach. That's why I'm not the type of coach or the type of mentor or teacher who will be like, this is what works for me, this is what you should do. I'm really into customization and I'm really into building a business that is in alignment with your strength. And it actually works for you. That's why, even though I'm giving you 3 steps that are going to rock your world and change your business, those 3 steps are going to look different for everyone. You excited? I hope you guys are. Okay, so the first one, if you know me, what do you think it is? If you've been to a couple of my live streams, or you've read some of my content, or you've worked with me, what do you think the first one is? I'm going to give you like a couple of seconds so that you can drop it in the comments, which, by the way, I'm not seeing, but I promise you I'll come back to them. But if you know me and you know how I approach things, you probably know that the first thing I'm going to say that you need to be doing every single day, like literally every single day in your business to make sure that you're achieving success, is mindset work, confidence work, the internal stuff. Okay. Now, don't roll your eyes at me so fast. Um, and bear with me for a second. The next 2 are going to be a little bit more strategic, and they're going to be a little bit more like quote unquote outward action oriented. But the first one is, and probably will always and forever be, at least for me and the way that I teach, internal work. Okay. And here's why, because I can give you 3 strategic things to do every day. But if you are stuck in fear, doubt, insecurity, I can't do this, nobody likes me, there's other coaches who've been in this industry for too long, I don't have the time, I'm really overwhelmed. If you are stuck in that, okay, it's going to be really hard for you to take any action, period, whatsoever. Agreed or disagreed? I think everyone has, like every single entrepreneur has been stuck in that at some point in their career. So I think most of you would agree with this, right? Like when you're stuck in a low confidence stage in your business, when you're stuck in a mindset rut, it is going to be really, really hard to take action. So, whatever we decide to do moving forward, I'm going to ask you to every single day spend at least 10 minutes of your time working on your mindset and on your confidence, okay? That goes before anything. That goes before anything. Not only is that going to allow you to take more consistent and expansive and scary action, but it's also going to help you bring in more opportunities because you are like realigning your brain on a day-to-day basis from being negative, fearful, insecure, and all that good stuff to being positive, living in possibility, seeing things that you may not see, creating ideas, opportunities, right? Like you are putting your brain in a really good state. So not only are you taking action, but you're taking action that is way more in alignment with what's going to get you to where you want to go. Okay. So, first action that you do daily. Second thing, okay. I feel like if you know me a little bit, you probably know what's coming your way here, but it is selling. Every single day in your business, you need to be selling, okay? And this is where customization starts happening. So, like, step number one is confidence and mindset work. Now, there's a million ways to do that, right? Like, some of you are going to focus on affirmations, some of you are going to focus on free journaling, some of you are going to focus on meditating and clearing your mind. Some of, like, there's just so many ways to do that. Now, step number two, action number two that I need you to take every single day if you want to get booked with clients that pay is you need to sell. And the reality of things is the more you sell, the more you sell. Okay. And I know that if you're just starting out, and I know that if you're just getting your business off the ground, this is going to feel hard. This is going to feel hard because you're going to feel like you're being pushy. You're going to feel like you're bothering people. You're going to feel like it's too much. You're being salesy and whatever's coming up for you. But that's why the mindset work is action number one, right? Because all of these things are going to start coming up as we start taking the action. But whatever's going to come up for you, like I know it's going to be uncomfortable. And I know that a lot of the things that I ask you and teach you guys to do are not the easiest things to do, right? But they are the things that get results. They are the things that help you grow your business like you never have before. So if you want to sell more, you have to sell more. If you want to get more clients, you have to sell more. If you want to make more money, you have to sell more. We all do. Okay. Now, that's where customization comes in. How do you actually want to sell? Are you going to increase your email marketing strategy? Are you going to focus on your social media marketing strategy? Are you going to do personal outreach and focus on getting more people on the phone? Are you going to go live more often, right? Like there's just so many ways in which you could be doing that. Are you going to sign up for more networking events? Are you going to connect with more people that you could potentially have referral partnerships with? Like there's just so many ways of selling. But if you want to grow your business more rapidly, you just need to really get comfortable with the discomfort of putting yourself out there. Now, I always give this example of if you think about any store locally that you go to, and I always give this example of whatever grocery store is around me, but like if you think of Target, if you think of Walmart, if you think of Publix, if you are from Florida, I don't think Publix is everywhere. I think it's on the east of the US. But any stores, Sephora, Cheesecake Factory, whatever. Literally, the only store that I can think of that's close one day is Chick-fil-A on Sundays because they always get me. On Sunday, I always want Chick-fil-A and they're closed. But most stores in modern America are open from Monday through Sunday. Not only are they open from Monday through Sunday, they're constantly advertising, right? Like their marketing and their sales do not stop, right? Like my local grocery store is not like, ooh, we sent out that coupon last week. Do you think that we should send another coupon tomorrow or next Monday? Or like, oh my God, we have that ad running on TV every day. Do you think that we should have someone giving out samples for our food? Like, are we selling too much? Right? Like a real, like consistent brick and mortar business is never questioning if they're selling too much. So why are potentially you as an entrepreneur and coach questioning your, I don't want to say duty, but your responsibility to sell yourself in your business, right? It is amazing. It is amazing what starts to happen when my clients really lean into this idea of like selling is not only okay, but it's necessary, right? Like selling is not only like my responsibility as a business owner if I want to scale to $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, multiple five-figure months, right? Like it is my responsibility to not just do it, but also get comfortable with the idea of this is what every business owner does. This is what every business on this planet does. Every single one of them. In the comments, put your favorite store, put your favorite business, your favorite brand, like whoever you shop from or whoever you love and you're obsessed with. Like it could be anything from like Old Navy to like BCBG. Like what is your favorite brand? And I want you guys to like throw it in the comments, and then we can start analyzing how those companies, those businesses do not stop selling. Every single day, they are selling in a way or another, right? So I need you to give yourself permission to show up at this capacity and at this level, okay? Because it is truly what will make your business grow, scale, maximize itself. I don't know how I want to exemplify this, but it is truly what's going to help you move the business forward more than anything else. Okay. Now, I know I'm asking you guys for a lot. Trust me, I know this is not always easy. Trust me, I know that even if you've been in business for 10 years, there are phases where you may feel a little uncomfortable doing this. Normal, that's okay. That's why if we go back to consistent action number one that you need to take is mindset work, right? Um, Especially if you're starting out, it's going to be really uncomfortable. But even if you've been in business for a while, you may be going through like a low confidence phase, or you may have just had a really disappointing experience that's like making you doubt your capacity to sell. So consistent action number one is always checking in with yourself, always changing the way that you're thinking, the way that you're feeling, and heightening that sense of belief and self-confidence so that then you can take consistent action number two, which is constantly selling in your business. Do not be afraid to sell. Do not be shy to sell. Do not feel like it's a bad thing, right? Like don't tie the connotation to the action of selling to be a negative thing. Um, because then every time that you do it, it's just going to feel worse and worse and worse, right? If anything, I want you to like tie a positive experience at the end. I actually just did this with two of my clients last week, which was great. They were being a little bit resistant against something. I think one of it was like networking, and the other one was like getting something done, like a video or a training or something like that. And the tactical step that we took here, you guys hear that? And the tactical step that we took was, okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to do the thing. And then after you do the thing, you're going to do something fun and something exciting and something that lights you up. Because now, every single time that we're doing the thing, we're tying it to positive emotion and positive reward, right? So maybe we can start doing that for you whenever you sell, whenever you write a sales post, whenever you send a sales email, whenever you hop on a live stream, right? Like instead of like getting into busy work right afterwards, can you give yourself a positive window of time where you're doing something you love, right? Like it could be like going for a run or taking a bubble bath or coloring in your book, like whatever it is. Let's tie sales to positive emotion so that you can do it more consistently, meaning taking it as a daily action in your business. Okay. Now, with that said, we're going to kind of like go back to like mindset and strategy, and we're going to merge the both things. But the third one, again, we're going to customize it a little bit, which is follow through. Okay. Every single day in your business, I'm going to need you to follow through. So, like all good things in life, gain momentum with follow through, right? If you throw a football, which I just learned how to do a couple years ago, if you throw a football, okay, like you have the football right here. And if you like throw it and let it go right here, the football's not going to spiral. It's not going to go all the way to the other side. But if you throw the football and you follow through with your arm, it literally will go farther than what you think it's possible. And I have no arm strength, and I promise you I can throw a football really far. Has anyone else thrown a football here? I'm South American, so to me that was a really big accomplishment. It was really big. Like the first time I grabbed the football, it was pretty embarrassing, and then once I learned to gather that momentum and throw it really far, I felt so proud of myself. Has anyone felt that? Um, okay, so that's one example of how follow through. All good things go to gather momentum with follow through. If you're a skater, I've been roller skating my whole life. If you do not follow through with your push of the skate, you're not going to gain that momentum. It's just not going to happen. You always have to follow through until the very end. Okay. That's why the third action that I need you to take daily in your business, it's not a specific action, but it is a specific way of operating in all the actions that you take. Right. So, for example, if this week you set a goal of, I am going to finalize my one on one coaching program, I'm going to need you to follow through, right? Like, think of that football, think of that one on one coaching program or whatever action you know and you think that it's very important for your business. Think of it as that football. Do you want it to fall like midway as soon as you throw it, or do you really want it to reach the other end? Do you really want to complete it? So I'm gonna need you to, number one, focus on selling the most. But then when you have developmental actions that you're taking, like creating a program, uh, creating a series of YouTube videos, creating your freebies, like when you have developmental things that you're doing in your business that may not be like directly related to sales, but they're a part of selling, right? Like you cannot sell without a program, you cannot sell without a, well, you could sell without a sales page, but like you get the point. um when there are things that are closely related to making more money, yet they're not directly related to making more money, do not try to do it all at once, and then pick one thing and follow through until the very end, right? Like do not quit halfway to achieving what you want to achieve. Okay. And do not put a million things on the table, because then it's going to be hard to follow through. If I grab 5 footballs in both of my hands, none of them are going to get to the other hand. If I focus on one football and I follow through until the very end, I promise you that's going to get where I want it to go. So that's kind of how I want you to view the actions that you're taking and the actions that you choose to take in your business. Um, so that you actually get them done, so that you actually get that momentum, so that you actually push the business forward, so that you actually feel proud of yourself, so that you feel accomplished, so that you feel good and happy and excited to continue to show up and see the results. Okay. So here's kind of like how these 3 steps are going to look like for you. Number one, it's mindset. Every single day, I need you to do mindset work. I don't need you to overcomplicate this. Pick whatever you think is the best thing for you. If you hate journaling, don't try to journal. If you hate meditating, don't try to meditate, right? Like literally pick whatever feels good to you. I have a client who hates affirmations. She literally hates them. She's like, I think they are the stupidest thing in the world. Totally fine. There's a million other things that you could be doing to build your confidence as you build your business. So that's the number one step that I need you to take on a daily basis if you want to scale your business to multiple 5 figures, 6 figures, 5K months, 3K months, wherever you are at. Okay. Step number 2 is sell. Sell. Sell like crazy. Post about it. Reach out to people. Follow up with individuals. Get people on the phone. Host live streams. Host 3-day trainings where you're going to sell at the end. Like sell, 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 sell. Never stop selling. There is no company that you know of that stops selling because they feel like they're selling too much, right? I think I was subscribed to like Old Navy's email list not that long ago, which by the way, it's not my favorite store anymore. Every time I go in there, I'm like disappointed. I feel like there was a period of my life where I really liked it and I loved it and I always found something. And then every time I go in there now, it's like, it's just not doing it for me. I don't know if anyone feels the same way. But anyway, they email me at least once a day, sometimes multiple times a day, um, because they are a business. And that is the number one action that they need to be taking, marketing themselves and selling their products and their services. Okay. And then number three, it's not really about a specific step that I want you to take, but obviously on top of sales, there are developmental things that we need to do in the business, right? There are emails that we need to write. There are sales pages that we need to put together. You may be in the process of creating your website, or you may be in the process of creating your first challenge, or you may be in the process of um, getting into Instagram stories, like whatever it is, right? Like there's additional developmental actions that need to be taken in your business. It's going to be very custom tailored to where you're at, what you're trying to achieve, what your strategic approach with your business is, and what your goals are. So like I can't really give you a specific step of what you should be doing, because all of you are doing different things. All of you are in different platforms. All of you are marketing a different way. All of you have different business models. So it's really hard to come here and be like, you all should do this, because I don't believe that everyone needs to be doing everything. I always say this. I not manage, but I support multiple clients at the same time, which means that I'm constantly looking at multiple businesses really in-depthly at the same time. Like I am into several businesses that are successfully operating and growing at the same time, a lot. And I can tell you 100% that none of them look exactly the same, not just overall, but on a day-to-day basis. Like everyone is just doing something differently, right? They have the same foundations, right? Like business is the same in the sense that like it always will operate from the same foundational ideas, but every business is going to be structured differently. So can't really tell you what to do because I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know your business. I don't know exactly where you're at. I don't know exactly what you need, right? So, like, I don't want to come here and be like, you have to do X, because you may not have to do that, right? Like, you may be able to bypass that or completely skip it or completely change it for something else. But whatever it is that you decide to do, if you're working with a coach, if you're in a group program, if you're on your own figuring out what your strategic steps are going to be, the one thing that I can tell you is simplify it and make sure that you set yourself up for follow through. Okay. Get that football to the other side. Don't let that football drop in the middle of it, because that is how the actions that you're taking consistently start to feel really draining and tiring and daunting, because we're either putting too much on our plates, so we cannot really follow through that way, or we're starting with something and then we're letting it go mid-air, and then we're not really seeing it get to the other side of completion, right? Okay, so that is it for me, guys. I hope you had an amazing Monday. I hope this was helpful. If you are here live, let me know that you were here live. Let me know if you have any questions or if you want me to expand on something. If you're watching the replay, definitely let me know that you were here. The last thing that I'm going to close up with is that I have one spot open up for my 6-week one-on-one coaching program. It is called Rise Up, and it is not for any coach. It is only for brand new coaches who are just getting their business started. So if you are on that stage where you're ready to get into business, you're ready to start booking calls, you're ready to start making clients, this program is specifically designed for you, where you and I begin from scratch. We start getting the clarity that you need. We start figuring out what your niche, ideal clients, and all of those foundational pieces will be for your business. You and I go into collaboration as to program development. So you come out of the program with your one-on-one coaching program or your course or whatever we decide together what would be the best course of action for you to sell. And most of the participants from the program come out of the program already booking calls, marketing themselves, having a really solid content and visibility strategy. So if you have been wanting that level of support, it's a 6-week program. It is extremely powerful. We are together for a short period of time, probably the most transformational 6 weeks that you have had in your business thus far. So if you want that high level of support, click on the link on the description of this live stream, scroll through the page, read about it a little bit more, and most importantly, click on booking a discovery call. I do not allow my one-on-one students to pay for stuff without talking to me first. Okay. Reason being, I want to make sure that the program is a good fit for you. I want to make sure that I am actually capable of helping you reach results based on your goals, your stage, where you're at, and all of that good stuff. I want to make sure that you're happy with me and that we're a good fit. This is how I have so many clients getting amazing results, because I really, really do make sure that if we do end up working together, I know certainly that we're going to do amazing things happen. So make sure that you book a discovery call so that we can chat a little bit more. And yeah, that is it for me. I will see you guys next Monday. Put it in your calendars, 10 a.m. Eastern. I will be back. Also, throughout the week, guys, there are different posts in here where you can let us know what topics you want me to cover. What do you want me to dive into deeper so that I can support you in your journey of growing your business? Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you guys on another episode of the Business Breakthrough with Barbara Show. Bye, everyone.